Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Turtle Bay in the Akamas in downtown Paphos on the island of Love, Cyprus. Join me as we drive back to, shall we say, civilization. We're sitting on a rock face, especially for you, so that you can get that view. And now we are going to head back along the dirt track. Well, to be honest, I don't know if we can call it a dirt track, but we're going to head back towards Paya and civilization. So stick with us. Don't click off just yet. There's no doubt it's going to be a little bit bouncy. So if your name's Lady, oh, so sweet Caroline, I suggest you run out and get at least 2 or 3 memory foam pillows, because your jupper's about to get a bit of a battering. But just before we do, pour a tot or two for the superstar, for the legend known as Lord Nigel of the big guns. Hopefully you've had a great new year, and of course we are now in 2024 as we battle our way back towards the St George and Paya area of Paphos. We are in the beautiful national park known as the Akamas, and it's got all sorts of protection orders on it. There's turtles and there's some great beaches, and there's even 1 or 2 beach bars out here as well. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to go and hunt back through all of our back catalogue, because we've made 1 or 2 videos especially for you. If you're looking for somewhere, well, pop the name that you're looking for and Marika and me in the search bar, and probably that video will come up just for you. Now, if you like what you see, hit the like, click that, subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back now and again. And there's confusion out there, isn't there? A lot of people have mentioned, if they hit the thumbs up button, the like button, does it cost them a penny? No, not a single penny, I promise you that. If you hit the subscribe button, does it cost you anything? No, not a single penny. All it does is tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend our little channel, Marika and me, to more like-minded people like yourselves. But if you do want to keep the channel afloat, if you like what you see, that is, of course, why not hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform? Google these magic words, Marika and me, buy me a coffee, Marika and me. Up will come our landing page, and of course you can read down a little bit more about us. Whoops, what's going on here? Look at that. Oh my goodness. We are on a road from hell, there's no doubt about that. Do you reckon we can go that way? You've not seen what I can see, but here we go. Let's keep going. This is actually the main road, by the way. They are improving it, which is why it's all been dug out and there's bits cut out of it. And rumour has it they are going to make a half-decent road, certainly in 2024, to allow lots and lots of people to come out and to enjoy the beauty and the spectacality of the Akamas area. Because at the moment, well, you certainly need a 4-wheel drive, although there are 1 or 2 brave people that have come out in their hire cars. I mean, they think they're clever, obviously, because of course it's not their car they're battering, but if they damage it when they get back, oh my goodness, they're going to be in for a little bit of an infringement on their credit card. So if you're going to hire a car in Paphos, don't forget to check that little secret, the excess. And more often than not these days, it's 600, 800, 1,000 or more. So if you are hiring a car, perhaps you should treat that car as if it's your own and treat it with respect, shall we say. Or perhaps just steal a car, then it won't matter. There we are. Downtown Akamas. This is the road normally, by the way. You know, don't be thinking this is any worse than it was. This is how it was, but slowly they are going to improve it, so they say. So don't click off just yet. We could be getting stuck out in the Akamas, and as you may notice, the sun is setting and there's not much telephone signal out here either. So if you do get stuck or lost, you're in trouble. I think we've just gone the wrong way, but that doesn't really matter because we are off-road, as you may have noticed. So downtown Akamas on a truly spectacality of a day indeed. They closed off down there anyway, as I can see out of my window. So this is obviously the diversion. So there we go. Stick with us, shall we say. We're in downtown Akamas, off-roading. Of course, this is a bit of a concrete road, so this road's not too bad, to be honest. I know the camera's bouncing around like crazy, but hopefully we'll get some great views out across the Akamas Peninsula, is how they actually say it. And we're heading that way now, which is totally the wrong direction, but hopefully there'll be a track that allows us to get back. Keep your fingers crossed. Otherwise, well, you'll be finding Mr. Paul huddled under a tree somewhere, starved to death in a couple of days' time, because there's no kiosks out here I won't be able to get myself a cigar, so that'll be a bit of a problem. Luckily, I've got quite a good stock in the centre console, so I'll be alright for a day or so, should we say. Anyway, stick with us, let's keep going, let's see what's up this way. It seems to be curving around a little bit. So if you want to see Paphos in a totally different way, perhaps you found the right channel. It's called Marika and Me, and well, what can I say? Gift us that virtual coffee or two, and we'll keep on bringing you that little bit of fun and games, shall we say. And hopefully you're enjoying the little patch throughs to downtown Tbilisi, because if you're new to the channel, Marika and Me, well, I live in Paphos, Marika lives in Paphos of course, but she's gone to see her mummy in downtown Tbilisi, Georgia. And if you haven't been to Georgia, perhaps you should keep on coming back to see some of her little videos, because Georgia, especially Tbilisi by the way, and Rutimi, which is a coastal city, really are beautiful, beautiful places. And we're going in totally the wrong direction, but anyway, stick with us. Let's see where we end up. We don't want to go down that dirt track, that's for sure. Let's keep going. Now, what can I say about the new year? It's just kicked off, hasn't it? And if you're looking to come to Paphos in the near future, shall we say, perhaps there may be something of interest to you. Coming very, very soon on our channel is our brand new card, and it's simply called the Marika and Me Privilege Card, and that card is going to allow you to get discounts and privileges in and around Paphos, in particular in the coastal area, which of course is Kato Paphos, which is where most people go for their holidays, and of course the promenade and the harbour area. So if you've got one of those little Marika and Me cards, you'll be able to get discounts on drinks and food and in various other shops and bits and bobs. It looks as though we're heading up into the mountains, doesn't it? And I think we are. But never mind, Mr. Paul's getting lost in the Akamas. And as you may notice, there's not much of a road sign or two. So let's keep on going and see just where we come out, because I've got a feeling that we're going to go up the top of that mountain up there. So don't forget to keep coming back and watch Mr. Paul get lost over and over. But this is not a bad road, to be honest, is it? So someone spent quite a lot of money putting this road in, and quite a few concrete lorries have been down it, that's for sure. So it's not too bad. Luckily, we've got quite good grip on this road, so we should be all right. And you never know, we might find somewhere totally unique in Paphos. What does this sign say? I have absolutely no idea, because it's in Greek. I think it's a little cemetery, yes, or a church, something like that. There's lots of those scattered around in the hillside of Paphos, and of course Cyprus in general. But anyway, the blue Mediterranean Sea is behind us. It is but a distant memory, and we're now in the mountain range of the Akamas, and we're heading in the direction of, I would say, let me have a look, that's an army base right on top of that mountain over there, so that means that's Drusia. Drusia Heights is a hotel that's over there as well, by the way. Perhaps you might have stayed there, you never know. I got a feeling that Dame Anne might have been up there, because she's quite adventurous, and she's been pretty much everywhere. Probably Lord Andrew, and you never know, maybe Miss Maggie as well, because she's been coming to Paphos for a while. Wow, this is a very good road, isn't it? Looks quite new, this section. So let's keep on going and see where it takes us to. So don't click off just yet. But that certainly is the army base to the left-hand side on top of that hill. You can see there's a big mast, there's a red and white tower, and then there's a ball when they listen to things, isn't it? We're talking about balls. This actually could be up there, you never know. But, oh, the road's just gone again. Nope, a bit more roads come back. So I would say we're heading out towards Kathikas and the Drusia district, so don't click off just yet. I tell you what, the sunsetting is absolutely spectacular in Paphos. It's something that it really is very, very famous for. So let's see if we can allow you to see it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And here's a dirt track again. Let's head back down this dirt track, because to be honest, we want to go along the water's edge to get back towards Peja. So I know you're all chuckling and laughing, but don't worry. We've got a full tank of benzene, plenty of cigars. I've got a jacket in the back, and you never know, we might get into that signal and I'll be able to tap in to watch Andrew and Mart, or perhaps Andy and Ness's travels, and then after that I might go and tune into Marika and Me just to keep myself occupied. There we go. Downtown Akamas on a truly spectacality of a day indeed. There's no doubt about that. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that, subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. But as promised, there is the sun setting in the sky, especially for you. Oh my goodness, I feel sorry for this car, by the way. I really, really do. It's a car that I own, by the way, but it's not actually the Jag, as you may have noticed. It's a BMW X3, so it should be able to cope with this kind of terrain. Let's hope so, anyway. As long as it doesn't get too wet and sticky and mucky, isn't it? We should be all right. Ouch. There we go. Luckily the cigar's all right, so that's what's most important, isn't it? Let's keep going. That's the sun setting. That's the little island off St George Harbour in the distance on the left-hand side there. So we are heading in the right direction, shall we say. But perhaps we should have got a Land Cruiser, as I say. I think I might get one of them, you know. One of those Lexusy Land Cruiser things, so at least you can bounce around in luxury, shall we say. That's getting a bit better, so don't click off just yet. Big shout out to some of the stars that like to watch the show, especially around New Year, shall we say. If your name's Sir Martin, yep, Lady Victoria, hopefully you've had a great Christmas and a very, very happy New Year. We're looking forward to seeing you not that far away. And of course, Princess Tracy, she'll be getting on the big bird soon and coming to Paphos. And we'll be dancing and prancing in and around the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. And she'll be standing on a podium and dancing with Miss Ochil receiving booth. That's what she's promised us. Look at that for a rut in the road coming up, see? Off-roading extravaganza on the little channel known as Marika and Me. Oh my goodness. There we are. Good job we're not impairing the Jag, eh? Good job. Good job she's off-road, so to speak, and having a bit of maintenance work done to make sure she's perfect for the summer season that's coming up, shall we say. But the sun is looking absolutely spectacular, isn't it? That's something that we're blessed to have in downtown Paphos. To be honest, the weather, if you're curious to know now, what time is it? It is a little bit late for Mr. Paul's Breakfast Club, I know, but it is 20 past 4 in the afternoon and the temperature is 17 degrees. That's not too bad. We had a high today of 21 degrees, if you're curious to know. And we are wiggling and we are waggling in the right direction, well, of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And that's where we want to get to, because we want to get back along that cusp and head back to St George and the Paya area. So if you know exactly where I am, drop it in the comments, because there are one or two Payarites that like to come out this area and walk their dogs, or perhaps their wives bring the husbands and walk their husbands. Not a bad idea, keep them fit and keep them out of mischief, I suppose. But we're going to get a great view in a minute, by the way. Look at that. See that little plateau over there. So for all you off-roading fanatics, a lot of people like to go off-roading, isn't it? There really is. They all go and buy these purpose-built Land Rovers, things like Defenders, especially if your name's Sir Sean, and of course the weather girl, Lady Dawn. He's got one of those. What do you think, Sean? You think it's a good little drive? Yeah? You enjoying it? I bet he is, actually. There's a bit of bush, so let's try not to damage the car, shall we? There we are. There we are. Spectacality of a view indeed, coming up in the Akamas, just off Lara Bay, or Turtle Bay some people call it. It's called Turtle Bay because that's where turtles like to come aground and give birth to the young. So if you're on Lara Bay and Turtle Bay Beach, please be careful, because they are a protected species. They might speech, I don't know, but they're a protected species. So don't be thinking you can pop one of them into your suitcase and take it back to downtown Manchester or to Liverpool. Not allowed. Well, that was the road that we came up just over there, wasn't it? And this road is rapidly deteriorating, isn't it? But we'll keep going, because Mr. Paul is an adventurous chappie. He likes to keep going, and he likes to show you an absolutely spectacality of a view indeed. And that is. So, feast your eyes and digest. Well, that's the road we went up. So I think if we go to the left down here, I think this was the diversion that we missed, by the way. I do think that they should put up more signs, because I can imagine there's many tourists that come out here, especially this time of year when there's not actually that much traffic around to follow, that probably get lost in the Akamas for a couple of weeks. But well, if you packed your fishing rod, you'll be all right, I suppose, and a tent and a bit of Suvlar. Now that's just a diversion to miss this, but hopefully we don't get stuck. Wish me luck. There we go, especially for you. Little BMW X3. Nah, you're not too bad, to be honest, because that was quite deep. There's no doubt about that. We were wading a little bit out of its depth. And, well, what can I say? There we are. Don't click off just yet. Now, for those of you who are curious to know, and the only person that knows this is my brother, but I once came all the way from the Akamas, all the way through to the Poliside in my Mercedes E-Class. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I drove carefully, and believe it or not, I didn't damage anything. And I mean it, I didn't damage anything, because I drove very, very carefully indeed. Now we're on top of a grass verge. Could be the grassy knoll, couldn't it? You never know. But there you go, that view is still there. And we are slowly but surely getting closer to the blue Mediterranean Sea. So if you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And of course tomorrow morning we'll be back to the Breakfast Club as normal, driving in and around downtown Paphos, especially for you. You do wonder who makes these tracks and for what reason and where are they actually going? Because all we're doing is wiggling, waggling left, right, and going back to where we first started. So don't forget, if there's no Marika and me Breakfast Club tomorrow, you understand that Mr. Paul has starved to death out in the Akamas, especially for you. We are getting closer. Let's get this cigar lit. That's a big rock, so let's drive carefully. Ouch. Now, if you like Mr. Paul's adventures, don't forget to keep coming back. And if you want me to go somewhere special for you, don't forget to gift us a few coffees, and you never know, that video may be coming especially for you. I might drive to Timbuktu and back. You never know. Lost in the Akamas, especially for you. What can I say? I think we'll get a bit further, leave you with a great view, and Mr. Paul will circumnavigate his way back to downtown Paya. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Tarmacking company, you can make a couple of bob. There's an idea, Mr. Paul. Let's start a fundraiser and get a tarmacking company going. Tarmac all these roads in and around Paphos, especially for all of our superstar members. Getting exciting. Don't think this train gets used that often, by the way. You're going to get a great view in a second, so stay with us. Back on the actual road from the Akamas to St. George. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.